What if an innocent-looking doll in your room wasn't just a doll? What if it moved when no one was watching, left messages behind, and brought terrifying misfortune to anyone who came near it? This is the real story of Annabelle, the doll that became one of the most feared paranormal objects in America. And according to the people who investigated it, this was only the beginning. The story began in 1970. A young nursing student named Donna received a Raggedy Ann doll as a gift from her mother. At first, the doll seemed harmless. Donna placed it on her bed in the apartment she shared with her roommate, Angie. But soon, strange things began to happen. The doll would not stay where they left it. They would place Annabelle on Donna's bed before leaving for class, but when they returned, the doll would be sitting upright on the couch. Sometimes its arms would be crossed, sometimes its legs would be folded. The movements were small, but impossible to explain. At first, Donna and Angie laughed it off. They thought one of them was moving the doll as a prank. But soon, the activity became impossible to ignore. The doll began appearing in different rooms. Doors locked before they left would be open when they returned. Then came the messages. Donna and Angie began finding handwritten notes around the apartment. The messages were short and disturbing. "Help us. Help Lou." The strangest part, neither of them kept parchment paper in the apartment, yet the notes were always written on it. Their friend Lou, who often visited, believed something dark was attached to the doll. He warned the women to get rid of it, but they didn't listen. One night, Lou awoke, unable to move. He said he saw Annabelle at the foot of his bed. The doll slowly moved up his legs, onto his chest. Lou felt like he was being strangled. Then everything went black. He survived, but the nightmare wasn't over. Days later, Lou heard strange noises in Donna's room. Thinking someone had broken in, he went to investigate. The room was empty, but Annabelle was sitting in the corner. As Lou stepped closer, he felt sudden sharp pain across his chest. He tore open his shirt and found deep claw-like scratches across his body. The wounds disappeared within days. Terrified, Donna contacted a medium. After examining the apartment, the medium claimed the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins was attached to the doll. According to the medium, the spirit was lonely and wanted permission to stay. Feeling sympathy, Donna agreed, but that decision may have made things worse. Unsure what to do next, the women contacted famous paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. After examining the doll, the Warrens rejected the medium's explanation. They believed the doll was not possessed by the spirit of a little girl. Instead, they said an inhuman entity was pretending to be a child to gain the women's trust. According to the Warrens, its goal was far more sinister. They immediately removed the doll from the apartment, but even transporting it was dangerous. The Warrens later claimed that while driving Annabelle home, their car repeatedly lost control. Only after sprinkling holy water on the doll did the disturbances stop. The doll was eventually locked inside a glass case at the Warrens' Occult Museum. A warning was placed on the case: "Do not open." And according to legend, one visitor ignored that warning. A man visiting the museum mocked the doll and banged on the glass, demanding that Annabelle scratch him. The Warrens forced him to leave. Later that same day, the man reportedly died in a motorcycle crash. Coincidence? Maybe, but the warnings remained. To this day, Annabelle remains locked behind glass. Unlike the terrifying porcelain doll shown in movies, the real Annabelle is just a simple Raggedy Ann doll. Small, silent, harmless in appearance, but according to those who encountered it, appearances can be deceiving. Was Annabelle truly haunted? Was it a spirit or something darker? No one can say for sure. But one thing is certain: some objects carry stories so disturbing that even skeptics hesitate to get too close. And somewhere behind that glass case, Annabelle still waits.